Good afternoon, friends. The purpose of the assessment of the students is to promote the student in the next standard. And for this purpose, we use many type of assessment processes. As I told you earlier, uh, and the basic purpose of the assessment is, as I told you, is to promote the student to the next standard. And in order to decide, we also filter the learners according to their abilities or the skills learned. The filtering the learners means we are able to tell which student has acquired more skills, which student has acquired less skills, which is more efficient in a particular subject, or something like that. So we are able to filter according to their abilities, according to their acquisition of the concepts, learning of skills, etc. And in the process of the assessment, uh, I want to say that the process should be transparent. The transparency is very much needed. And with the transparency, we mean that the student should be knowing why he or she is awarded this grade or this amount of score. It should be very clear, open to all, the process of assessment. That is what is transparency means. Uh, Say for the proportion of internal external assessment out of 100, how much marks has been assigned in the internal assessment and what's the ratio of external assessment. It should be very clear, well defined, and told in advance so that the students may be able to prepare themselves for the examination. So transparency is very much needed. Here we can say something more. The criterion for the assessment should be told to the students in advance, depending on what criterion the teacher is going to assess the assessees, the students. I mean, what ratio has been, or what weightage has been given to their attendance, their involvement in the class activities, submitting of the assignments, etc. How much marks being provided or being awarded to the students for these activities, and how much marks would be provided in the internal examination. So a very clear scheme of evaluation should be provided to the students well in advance. So this is what is called as transparency. A student is very well known about the fact why he is awarded this much marks or this grade. So this is what is called as transparency. Again, we have to consider one more fact in our thinking when we assess the students, the learners. We're talking of diverse learners. You see, the learners are diversified. They are learning the thing. They learn the things, the concepts in different ways. As you must remember, we have talked about in the classroom earlier, the auditory learner, the visual learner, or the kinesthetic learner. As far as visually impaired students are concerned, they are not visual learners. They are auditory learners. They may be kinesthetic learners as well. So we should take these facts in our consideration while giving question paper to the visually impaired learners. And suppose in your inclusive classroom you have so many other kind of learners as well, the auditory learner, the kinesthetic learner. You have to take full care of those students, and you should give these kinds of uh, questions which can be well attempted by these students. So we should also take care of diversified learners while assessing them. Thank you.